Hello, my name is Fischer Lund, and this is my executive summary for Aggie Investments for Data 3300. A little introduction on the case that we were trying to solve and the business problem. Aggie Investments wants to receive an informed recommendation based on the data about the potential of entering this market, the types of listings to acquire, and how to manage those listings. Our source is a data set containing information on the current Nashville Airbnb listings, and some of the key attributes are listed below. We want to know about the host. If they're a super host, the number of listings they have, and if they have a profile picture, for example. Attributes about the property, the room type, the number of people it can accommodate, and the number of beds or bathrooms. Additionally, we want to know about reviews, the cleanliness, the location, the value. Here's some of the methods that we used. We used data cleansing. We cleaned and transformed the data in Python to allow us to do some simple interpretation. Additionally, we had some missing values, so we had to identify, investigate, and replace the missing data, which might be a limitation because we don't know exactly how it would have been reported by the customer or by the host. And so we kind of had to guess there and give it our best estimate. Additionally, we did three types of analysis. We did a correlation analysis to examine the relationships between variables and to understand how they relate. We did an association rules analysis to find and describe commonly co-occurring events. We also did a clustering analysis to group similar data points together based on their characteristics or features. Here's some of the results that we gathered from our data and the tests that we conducted. This is comparing average guest review score and days as host. So as we can see, there's kind of an empty spot in the bottom right of this chart. And so people who spent 4,000 days as a host rarely score less than a 3.0. And so we can see that there is a positive relationship between these two variables. We recommend that Aggie Investments invest in units that have been operating for an extended period of time and to establish presence in the market. Here's some more results. This is looking at an availability and accommodation comparison. This is a clustering analysis. We can see that cluster number 2 really blows the other clusters out of the water as far as number of people it can accommodate, number of bathrooms, and number of bedrooms. And it has the second highest availability throughout the year, just behind cluster number 3. Some further interpretation for you. This bar chart on the right shows the Airbnb room type listings in the Nashville area. And so we can see that roughly 8,000 of the listings are for an entire home or apartment. And this makes sense because people that are going on vacation or traveling, they don't want to share their turf. They don't want to share their space with a host. Some final business recommendations. From our analyses, we see that hosts with more experience receive higher review scores on average. Additionally, properties that have high availability and capacity to accommodate are a productive investment. Additionally, the preferred room type in the Nashville area is an entire home or apartment. And so from the data that we collected and the tests that we ran, we have come to the conclusion that Aggie Investments should enter the market in Nashville. It would be a beneficial thing for them. And they should focus on acquiring entire home or apartment properties with a high number of bedrooms and bathrooms. Thank you.